Idioception, a framework for internal perception. Before discussing intuition, awareness, or insight, there is a more fundamental question that often goes unexamined. How does a person know what they know? Most modern systems treat perception as externally oriented. Information is received, signals are interpreted, meaning is assigned after the fact. In this model, understanding depends on exposure. One must see more, hear more, consume more in order to perceive accurately. Idioception proposes a different basis for perception, one that originates inside the individual rather than outside them. The root idea. The root idea comes from the Greek idios, meaning one's own or belonging to the self. The suffix ception derives from capere, meaning to take or grasp. Idioception refers to the capacity to perceive from within, not imagination, not assumption, but an internally anchored mode of sensing coherence, truth, and alignment. Where idiogenesis concerns the origin of value, idioception concerns the origin of perception. Idioceptive capacity. Idioceptive capacity is the ability to register internal signals before they are translated into language, logic, or explanation. These signals may include bodily awareness, emotional resonance, cognitive friction, intuitive clarity, energetic congruence, internal dissonance. Idioceptive perception is subtle. It often appears before justification is available. A person with strong idioception may know something is correct or incorrect long before they can explain why. Idioception. Idioception is not belief. It is not instinct as impulse. It is a disciplined attentiveness to internal data. Idioception develops through stillness rather than stimulation, observation rather than reaction, calibration rather than consumption, trust built through repetition. Over time, the internal signal becomes clearer. Noise becomes easier to distinguish. What idioception produces? Idioception does not produce certainty. It produces orientation. Outcomes may include faster recognition of misalignment, decisions made with less explanation but fewer regrets, resistance to persuasion that contradicts internal coherence, clarity that does not depend on consensus. Idioception allows a person to move accurately even when external information is incomplete or misleading. What this framework is not. Idioception is not arrogance. It is not rejection of evidence. It is not isolation from reality. It does not replace reasoning. It precedes it. It does not deny external information. It filters it. Why this matters. In environments saturated with data, opinions, and incentives, perception is easily outsourced. Idioception reframes clarity as an internal skill rather than an external supply. It asks different questions. What do I register before influence intervenes? What remains consistent across changing contexts? What signals repeat even when ignored? These are not questions of knowledge. They are questions of orientation. Closing thought. Idioception is the practice of perceiving from the inside out. Before belief, before explanation, before consensus. When idioception is intact, confusion becomes temporary, direction becomes personal, and perception no longer requires permission.